online is not your only option. Because new normal means... In this age of new normal, online is not your only option. Because new normal means new learning modalities and new learning possibilities. Let Vibal make learning offline possible with Smart Class. Smart Class contains pre-made daily modules sequenced according to DepEd's budgeted teaching and learning calendar. Each module has a specific lesson duration and has day markers to guide parents and teachers in the asynchronous learning of learners. Inside the modules available in Smart Class, you will find the following elements. First, learning competencies are identified in the module openers. Kickstarters are available to test students' prior knowledge on the subject matter. This set of activities, found at the beginning of each lesson, may also serve as motivational activities. Parents of preschool to grade 2 students will also find notes to parents which contain tips and pointers on how they can guide their child while learning at home. Redefine your students' learning experience with the integration of augmented reality technology into images and illustrations available in Smart Class, making learning more interactive and exciting. At the end of each module, Long Quiz is also available to assess students' understanding of the lesson. Smart Class also features Wrap Up, a lesson ender activity that applies the constructivism theory of learning. In Wrap Up, students are expected to summarize the lesson on their own using a graphic organizer. You may also evaluate the quality of your students' learning by letting them practice their learning in real life through GRASP's formatted performance tasks. The content of Smart Class is designed for the entire academic year, and it is available for 5 major subjects. All aligned with DepEd's K-12 curriculum and covers the most essential learning competencies prescribed by DepEd. Secure your own copy of Smart Class before classes open. Contact marketing@vibalgroup.com to know more. The new now is here. You need an out-of-the-box user-friendly platform that will help you transition smoothly to the new normal. You need vSmart School. vSmart School is a one-stop teaching and learning online platform perfect for hybrid learning. This 2-in-1 system caters to your distance learning and classroom management needs. vSmart School supports self-paced, teacher-paced, asynchronous and synchronous formal education online. In vSmart School, students will attend daily online classes and access Vibal's DepEd-aligned digital curriculum from preschool to senior high school. Need content for college? We have them too! With the guidance of parents and teachers, students will follow DepEd's recommended day-to-day lesson calendar for an entire school year. Teachers using vSmart School can also create lessons, schedule classes, and monitor their students' progress. Most importantly, teachers can also live stream or securely conduct online classes through the platform's webinar feature. Looking for a perfect classroom management partner? vSmart School has got you covered as it boasts of an out-of-the-box learning management platform. It provides a library of gamified and interactive materials, a lesson plan repository mapped to the curriculum, assessment tools, ebooks that feature augmented reality technology. This LMS component of vSmart School is integrated with a learning record system. This means that through the system, teachers and students can track their teaching and learning journey. Not just that, teachers can also monitor students' grades through an electronic grading sheet called Gradebook. And if you need to deploy tests online, you can do so with Test Guru, where you can enjoy thousands of free test questions ready for deployment through the Vibal Test Bank. See, all your distance learning needs are here in vSmart School. Packed with curriculum-aligned content, learners' progress reporting, and ebooks that are AR ready, vSmart School goes beyond the traditional classroom experience. The good news is, you can also enjoy the vSmart School experience without the internet connection through its mobile app. Downloadable from Google Play Store and Apple App Store. So what are you waiting for? Start your virtual classroom with vSmart School.
Okay, good day, Kabibal, and welcome to our preschool webinar series. For the discussion today, the topic will be on maximizing preschoolers' online learning experience. Before we begin, take note of the following reminders. Make sure you are registered to the webinar to have your e-certificate of participation. Visit certificate.vibalgroup.com to generate your proof of attendance. Place your questions on the comment box allotted during the session and they will be addressed by our speaker later on. Share the video using hashtag LearnAs1PH as our official hashtag to our Vibal webinars. Experience learning Kabibal. And now, to proceed to our webinar, this afternoon, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished speaker for today. Our speaker for today is a graduate of Bachelor of Elementary Education from De La Salle Lipa. She took her master's degree in learning and teaching at De La Salle University, Manila. Currently, she is the Learning Area Chair of the Preschool Department in De La Salle Lipa. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Miss Eden Acebo Petalio.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon po mga kabibal. Welcome to our webinar series. So it's already Thursday and we are already on our fourth day para sa webinar series na ito. So I am Eden Acebo Petalio. I am from Del Salipa. So mga alae dyan, mga taga Batangas. Ano po? So we will be having our webinar today and it is entitled Maximizing Preschool Learning Experiences. Okay po? So, yeah, I'll be sharing my screen to you. Okay, nakita niyo na ba? Ayan. So that's me po. So our webinar for today is entitled Maximizing Preschoolers Online Learning Experience. So don't forget the hashtag LearnAs1PH. Maraming salamat. I would like to take this opportunity, for having me here as your webinar speaker for this afternoon. Vibal, thank you so much for this blessing. Of course, to our assistant principal, Ma'am Heidi Angeles. So through you, I was able to meet yung very fun po ako ni Miss Donna Banatikla, our yesterday's webinar speaker also. So through her, I was able to be in touch with Vibal. Also, I would like also to thank the administrations of De La Salipa, our Lasallian family. Okay, aside from Miss Heisi, I also want to thank Miss Christine Andy Makulangan, our IS Assistant Principal for Academics, Miss Rose Cornejo, the Grade School Assistant Principal, and of course, shout out daw sa aking mga preschool department, kay Teacher V, kay Teacher Marcel, Teacher Glenn, Teacher Olive, Teacher Shella, Teacher Jo, ang mga naging preschool teachers, si Teacher Jenny, Teacher Twyla, Teacher Nell, Teacher Giselle, Teacher Ritz, and of course si Teacher Jonah and si Teacher Neri. So magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. So aside from I will be sharing to you our learning experience sa school, okay, dala ko din po ang pangalan ng Dala sa Lipa. So for your information, our school has already started this online learning since 2017. So parang medyo mayabang akong magsabi na medyo sanay kami ng konti dito sa online learning experience. And when we experienced the Taal volcano eruption last January 20, this year lang po, kasi we opened our academic year last August, so third quarter pa lang yon. And because we want to give quality education to our students, so we continuously give them the home-based online learning through our learning management system. So third quarter po yun sa amin ng academic calendar, yung January. Then we continuously give them the learning instructions through that. And then after a month, bumalik kami sa school, we had our face-to-face learning interactions, and then nagkaroon naman tayo ng pandemic. And then yan po, we ended our fourth quarter, neto lang May, through our learning management system also. So for now, yan po, don't forget our hashtag HALearn as 1PH. As a Catholic school, we always start our session with a prayer. So let us remember that we are in the most holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So let us pray the knots prayer. Dear God, please untie the knots that are in my hand, my heart, and my life. Remove the have-nots, the can-nots, and the do-nots that I have in my mind. Erase the will-nots, may-nots, and might-nots that may find a home in my heart. Release me from the could-nots, would-nots, and should-nots that obstruct my life. And most of all, dear God, I ask that you remove from my mind, my heart, and my life all of the am-nots that I have allowed to hold me back, especially the thought that I'm not good enough. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So yun po, credits po sa owner ng, I have just borrowed this prayer from Miss Tin when we had our chairs meeting po. So yan, I want you to know me better because I will be showing some of our pictures. So this is my family po, ayan po. So my husband Alvin, my daughter Ayen, and my son Byron. So I am already a mother of two, an 18-year-old boy, yan na po sila ngayon, yan, and a 15-year-old girl. So kami po ay mga millennial parents of the Gen Z generations. So kumbaga, alam ko na rin kung paano mag-handle ng mga millennials, lalo na nung sila ay preschoolers din. So I was able to be a mother and a teacher of them. Okay, also, I would like you to meet the preschool department of Dala sa Lipa. Yan po ang mga teachers namin. Kaway-kaway naman dyan sa ating mga teachers. Ayan, when we had our pajama party. And of course, the reason why I am a preschool teacher is because of our students. Ayan po. So, as you see, mga ulo lang ang nakikita nyo because of the DPA, the Data Privacy Act. So, ayoko po ma-label tayo dyan. So, yan po. Ano po? Okay po. So, ayan. As you see, there are pictures of commercials here. So, I know you will be answering that's a commercial of Safeguard, right? Ano po? Then the next one is, ano po kaya yan? Apo, tama po yan. Po ay Celine Plus. Then this one, Breeze, correct. And that one po is Nido, si Zia at saka si Marian Rivera. And of course, ang Bonakid Preschool. So what are those common dito po sa ating mga pictures? They are definitely the preschoolers. Okay po? So the preschoolers are considered the happiest, the jolliest. Sila yung pinakamaingay sa ating school. At tayo as a preschool teacher, isa na rin tayo sa kinoconsider na pinaka-jolly, pinaka-enthusiastic na teacher sa ating institution. Okay? So sa amin, sa Lasallian family, we really pay high tribute to our preschool teachers kasi we know how hard the dedication, the commitment, the passion of our preschool teachers in handling those kids, lalo po yung mga young learners natin, because we know that the foundation of their life begins in preschool. So what are the characteristics of our preschoolers? So definitely, they integrate a lot of conversations. They do inventions and explorations. They ask why a lot, di ba? Laging sinasabi nila, oh, teacher, why? Why that happen, teacher? Bakit? Laging ganon. Then they enjoy dramatic and make-believe play. They are playing Elsa and Anna in school and even at home. They love to play with words and language. They are curious and inventive. They repeat new skills until they are mastered. Like for example nga po, when we had our paper folding activity, when we had our paper folding of an airplane and a boat, when they went home, talagang ginawa ulit ng mga bata yung mga activity na yun until they mastered them and they were able to bring it back to school na mas maganda na yung output or yung product nila. And of course, they learn through active play. Okay. Yan, that teacher po is Teacher V, our nursery 1 teacher. Hello, Teacher V. Ayan. The first years of life are the key to children's growth and development for a healthy, happy childhood and fulfilled adult life. Tama po. So that is really the challenge for us preschool teachers, that we have to make the first years of preschoolers in school enjoyable and happy. Because according to brain and developmental research studies, it shows that a child learns before reaching the age of 5 or 6 is basic to his educational success throughout life. Oh, ganun pala yun. So fundamental cognitive, physical, emotional, and social skills develop very quickly during a child's first 5 years. Kaya very big din po yung responsibility natin as a preschool teacher, as an early childhood educator, lalo na po yung mga sa daycare centers natin. Ayan po. And thus, a learner-centered school should be committed in providing kids with a happy and stimulating environment that will foster the holistic development, such as cognitive, physical, spiritual, social, emotional, and psychomotor skills. Pupils are trained to be well-rounded individuals who show confidence as they interact with their teachers and classmates. Ayan po. Okay, now that we will be shifting to online learning, how can this be possible? Paano na? How are we going to integrate a lot of play? How are we going to show our tender loving care to our pupils? Because we know sa preschool, mas gusto nila yung the teachers are touching them, hugging them. How are we going to do that? Okay, for now po, I will be sharing with you. Ayan. Tayo. Wait lang po. I will be sharing with you a poem, isa pong tula na this was shared by a colleague last night. Sabi ko sa kanya, Teacher Marcel, can I share it to this webinar today? Kasi I think this is very timely. I think you were able to see it also sa ating mga FB pages po. So ang ating pong tula ay entitled Buhay Guro. Pwede niyo po akong sabayan habang binabasa natin ito. So dati, gigising ng madaling araw para hindi malate sa school. Ngayon, inaabot ng madaling araw para hindi malate sa pagpapasa ng mga kailangang ipasa. Dati, magulong classroom at maingay ng mga bata ang mabubungharan mo. Ngayon, magulong desktop at maingay na message notifications ang bubungad pagkagising mo pa lamang. Tama ano po? Dati, pagdating ng hapon, feeling mo, pagod na pagod ka na. Ngayon, nangangalahati pa lang ang araw, feeling mo, isang buong magdamag na ang nagdaan. Dati, nagla-lunch ka kasabay ng mga kasamang guro. Ngayon, agahan, tanghalian, merienda, hapunan, kasama mo ang laptop mo. Dati, naglo-load ka lang pagkailangan. Ngayon, naglo-load ka na dahil kailangan. Dati, nasistress tayo sa mga bata. Ngayon, nasistress tayo dahil hindi na natin makakaharap ang mga bata. For the meantime, kung pwede lang, kung kaya lang, kung posible lang sana, balik na lang tayo sa dati. Maingay, magulo, nakakapaos, nakakapagod, nakaka-stress, nakaka-drain, pero masaya. But this is the new normal for us teachers. At araw-araw po namin niyayakap ito, hindi para mag-comply, kundi para sa mga bata. Hashtag new normal education and hashtag ready to the owner repose. Diba? This is very timely po talaga. So, yan po talaga yung ating setup ngayon. So, paano? It is really a very challenging task para sa ating teachers, lalo na sa mga preschool teachers, on how are we going to make a meaningful learning experience to them through online learning. Okay po, so it is in the light that we will have this seminar. So the objectives of these seminars, of this webinar, I mean, are to acquire knowledge and skills on the different online learning and teaching experiences for preschoolers, to enrich the repertoire of strategies that maximize preschoolers' online learning experiences, to make the preschoolers' online learning experiences meaningful. Okay po. So, why online teaching? What are the benefits of it? So, we have to embrace it na. Ito na kasi ngayon ang new normal natin because of the pandemic. So, we have to look at the brighter side of it, the benefits of teaching online. Okay, first, it increases flexibility of time and flexibility of location. Ika nga, you can deliver your learning instructions, you can learn anywhere, anytime. Access equity and disability. Administration efficiency, you can administer it effectively. Information sharing, you can share every information. And a wealth of online resources. Ang ating World Wide Web, napakadami nating resources. Diverse and enriching experiences, lalo na sa ating mga diverse learners. We can offer inclusive education to them. Okay, that was taken from the University of New South Wales. So, those are the benefits of teaching online. So, kita natin na maganda rin naman, okay din naman na we were able to experience it, and at the same time, nihahanda natin ang ating sarili before the opening of classes. So, I will also be sharing with you some practical ways to overcome and embrace the teaching and learning opportunities to this new normal. Okay, let's start. First is we have to plan our learning experiences. We have to rethink our resources and make use of natural settings. We have to maintain relationships and a sense of belonging. We have to collect evidence of student progress, build effective partnerships, and working together to support all children. So this Teacher Magazine article by Rebecca Vokvik in Deborah Price last April 24 to 2020 will be discussed further in the succeeding slides. So first, let's start with the planning learning experiences. Bakit ba kailangan nating magplan? So we have to plan for us to engage children through interacting with their natural setting and then bring this learning to online or paper-based learning. Okay, we also have to apply techniques of the flipped classroom. So the flipped classroom wherein you assigned earlier or the day before all the learning materials, all the reading materials at home, the videos, and then when they go back the next day for the online interaction, they will be able to share only their ideas, and then we will be able to do some collaborations and discussions. And in blended learning, it's a mixture of face-to-face and online learning. Of course, also as we plan, we have to take into account also the schedule. We have to schedule regular and short online sessions which accommodate their developmental attention span. So we know that our preschoolers, according to medical experts, they should be having only a maximum of 1 hour screen time. Alam natin yan. Kasi that's, aside from their attention span, that is also the medical recommendations for them. Kasi alam naman natin, di naman maganda talaga yung laging nakafocus tayo sa laptop, sa ating mga devices, sa ating mga cellphones. In addition, we have to design activities that integrate online interactions with physical movement. Of course, we should be delivering holistic education, holistic learning. We have to establish a consistent timetable for engaging in online platforms. So whatever online platforms you are using, yung sa Vibal na Vsmart, or kung ano mang online platforms available lang yung school na ginagamit ninyo, you have to make sure that you establish a consistent timetable. You have to integrate a range of technologies available to young people, provide children with a choice of activities. Okay, next, practical ways. We also have rethinking resources. We have to make use of natural setting. Okay, so our natural setting, they are very rich in different resources. So like, for example, in our everyday household items, we can integrate it in our mathematics and numeracy lesson. Like, for example, when they look around our house, you will be able to see the clock. Pwede nyo integrate yung numbers, the digital and analog. Yan po yung mga watches natin, timer ng microwave, timer ng oven toaster, and then also we can use the different measuring cups pag nag-aral tayo ng about measurement also. And then we have also taken into consideration the nature resources. Okay, we can maximize the use of stones, the use of woods around us, okay, the use of whatever available materials are there at home. Then the commercial resources, if they have a ball at home, trampolines, jumping ropes, yun ang gamitin natin for their movement activity, for their physical movement activity. Then in the art resources naman, so whatever are available in the household. Like for example, yung mga leaves, yan, di ba? And then the digital resources, so whatever resources you have at home. Siguro naman kukunti na lang natin sa mga households natin ang walang cellphone. So they can maximize the use of cell phones, their devices, their tablets, their iPads, their laptops. But of course, the best learning includes linking authentic, engaging, and purposeful household activities with learning experiences. Kasi yun naman talaga ang trust ng ating early childhood education. Gardening, cooking, painting, building, cleaning, redesigning rooms, and shopping. We have to maximize the resources and to make our preschoolers lifelong learners, wherein they can be a productive member of the family. Okay, next po, maintaining relationships and a sense of belonging. That's also very important. Through online platforms, by post and by phones, such as Google Classroom or Zoom, our learning platform right now, we can maintain relationships kasi from time to time when we have our video conferences, okay, we can use it. Breakout rooms can be used also for both formal group tasks and informal conversations. So if you want to make kamusta lang sa inyong mga estudyante, or if you want to reteach para dun sa mga students who are struggling for the online learning that you are doing in a span of 1 hour, pwede nyo gamitin ang inyong mga Google platform, ang inyong mga online platforms rather. Then engagement in secure online games. You have to introduce different online games, setting learning tasks that engage children in interviewing or seeking information from family and friends. We have to maximize also their family members. Kasi we know that in our scenario right now, in this new normal, the family members, especially their parents, play a vital role. It's a 50-50, how do you call it? It's a 50-50 working relationship, 50% from the teacher and 50% from the parents. Okay, of course, you have to collect evidence of student progress. Okay, so observing children's engagement in online platforms, presentation and information, responses to questions, online posting, emails of documents, artifacts, images, photos, videos of learning. So in our case, we strongly collaborate really with parents. So in posting emails, for sure, parents naman talaga ang gagawa nun. So we have to, like for mga submissions sa mga activities natin, we have to maximize the use of our emails, our online platforms. And then teachers can design assessments through an online quiz like Mentimeter, Wordle, and later I will be introducing more. Online literacy and numeracy activities. Children can record journals of their daily activities and learnings using images, writing, reading, and voice recordings. So if in your learning management system, you have an e-portfolio, pwede nyo gawin yun. So lahat ng ginagawa, like for example, they are having an online interaction or synchronous learning time with teacher, pwede nyo i-record and then just a clip of it, and then i-save ninyo sa isang folder in your desktop or in your laptop. And then maganda yung balikan journal sa mga bata wherein they will be able to see their progress as they are engaging in the online learning. Seek out parent and family perceptions and feedback, of course, and collect children's self-reflections and perceptions. So kahit sa ating mga preschoolers, maganda din yung mga self-reflections tayo, like mga smileys lang. How do you feel the activity that we had this afternoon? For example, show lang ang bata ng happy face, sad face, or neutral face. So that is very important. Also, we have to build effective partnerships. Sinabi ko na yan kanina, right? So we have to extend our collaborations with parents and other family members kasi some parents are working. So in this case, we were being able to provide a range of learning experiences to accommodate individual student contexts. Be mindful of offering flexibility and choice so that children and their parents can integrate these learning activities into their own context and daily routines. Like po, when we had our home-based online learning during the Taal eruption, one of our activities that we assigned to our pupils or to our young learners is to make a simple snack together with their family members. So we asked them to integrate it with their lesson. Like that time, the lesson of the nursery one was letter J. So they make a sandwich, they put a jam, Then the kids also prepare a juice and serve it together with their family members. So in that case, they are integrating their learning activities, and at the same time, they are building rapport with their family members. Parents need to be encouraged to keep a fairly consistent schedule of both formal learning and informal activities using the timetable or learning experiences provided by the teacher. Kaya, like for example po, this is just a suggested schedule, a proposed schedule, pero what I am sharing with you right now are actually our prepared schedule for this school year, for the school year 2020-2021. Because hindi naman sa pagmamayabang po, ay medyo nakaprepare na po talaga yung aming mga lessons and learning materials for the opening of the school year. So our teachers had only our vacation last week, and we really devote our time in preparing and making our learning management system ready for the opening of classes on August 24. So this one is already embedded in our schedule. So though you can have it as this is just a suggested schedule. So before 9 a.m., it is suggested that a child wake up already, make your bed, take breakfast, brush teeth, and get dressed, prepare for the class. Then 9 to 10, learning time with teacher. That's the synchronous learning, wherein you are going to have your online interaction time, your thematic lessons, demonstration, oral recitation. And then by 10 to 11, it's an asynchronous learning now, or learning time with family members, wherein study time, accomplishing formative assessments, and answering enrichment activities happen. Then by 11 to 12, that's a creative time, wherein our little ones naman will make or will devote their time in creative play, art activity, crafts, music, and drawing. By the way, when we mean asynchronous learning, suggested nga lang po ito. So they can have it also in a different time. Yung synchronous learning lang, ang talagang 9 to 10. So yun po talaga yung they have to attend their online interaction together with the teacher. They have to have their video conferencing together with the teacher. So in our case po, since our online interaction will be done 4 days in a week, that's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Then Wednesday will be devoted to their free structured learning. So they will be doing something, yung mga integrating meaningful activities together with their family members. Yun po yung pang Wednesday na. Sorry po ha, ano ko na-share ko na sa kanila lahat ata sa dala sa libang practices. Anyway, ayan po. We also have to build effective partnerships. Yan, we have to make available communication channels and site by phone. Kaya nga po, we have our online consultation. We have to be 24, hindi naman 24/7 open. Kumbaga, we have to make ourselves open para if parents want to communicate with us, want to clarify with us, they can reach us. Need to be working together to monitor learning and safe engagement in online activities, of course. Encouraged to respond to their child or children as they initiate interactions around the home. In order also to build effective partnership, we have to prioritize fun in learning and problem solving and celebrating learning effort and achievement. Like, even though it's online learning, kailangan pa rin as teachers, we have to provide yung mga stars, mga smileys, na kahit hindi natin maibigay sa kanila, we just show it to them. Like, you did a good job today, so show the good job badge like that. And then also at home, as sa family naman, you can celebrate by, for example, for your achievement today because you got a very nice artwork, pwede tayong mag-order sa Jollibee, something like that. Ay, nag-endorse ako ng Jollibee. And then empower children to be agents in their own learning. Okay po. So this time, yan. We have also to include the working together to support all children. Kasi not all children po can access, no? So we have to make sure that kasi the most challenging task for teachers now is how to reach, stay connected, and provide rich learning experiences and support for the significant percentage of children who don't have equitable access to resources and care. So, okay po yung mga nakaka-enroll sa online learning. So, we have to work together to support our children, and that's really the work of the teachers, the preschool teachers. So, our DepEd is very generous. Sa DepEd click nila, there are very readily available materials. You can just download their worksheets. Okay, meron na po doong mga activities and modules. So pwede po yung ibigay natin sa mga bata na who can seldomly access to online learning. Okay po? But if you are already in online learning, you have to make or you have to provide a calm and reassuring environment so that questions about our current situation will be able to easily answered by us teachers and by parents. And we also have to engage our children in these models of selflessness, shared responsibility, and acts of kindness that promote genuine citizenship qualities. Here are some more practical tips. Ito naman po yung aming mga usual na ginagawa na. So I will be sharing to you what do we really do during our online interaction or our video conferencing. So first po, during the orientation, first day pa lang, you condition the mind of the pupils that it's school season. So August 24, first day of classes. Okay, anak, supposedly you are going to go to school now, but because of this new normal situation, we will bring our school at home. So yan, parang sabihin niyo na, school season ngayon, araw ng pagpasok. And with that, we encourage them through their family members to create a space, a learning space. So dapat po meron talaga kayong specific learning space, may specific table kayo or corner sa house nyo wherein you set up your devices, you set up your laptop or your cell phone, at doon lagi nagkakaroon ng mga video conferencing at online learning ang ating mga bata. You have to show a picture of your school and your classroom. So parang ma-feel naman talaga ng mga bata na pumapasok nga pala ako, that's my school, that's my classroom. And of course, there must be a certain structure like yung pinakita ko po kanina. There must be a learning time with teacher and a learning time with family members. So magiging routine yun every day. Para rin silang pumapasok sa school kasi they will be doing particular learning tasks. They will be accomplishing specific activities in a specific time. And of course, they will be attending classroom or online interactions with their teacher at a specific time also. And there must always be a presence of a teacher. Yan. Opo, kahit online interaction tayo, dapat laging nakikita pa rin tayo ng mga bata. Kahit nga 15 to 20 minutes nakakapag-hi tayo sa mga bata because we preschool teachers have really great impact. Talagang pag sinabing ang teacher ang nagsabi nito, susundin tayo ng mga bata. And of course, parents and family members and teachers must establish a strong partnership. Okay, yan. It's back to school na. First day of school. It's always exciting to the pupils. So we have to make sure also that even though it's online learning, we have to set an exciting mood to our pupils. So first, we have to establish online learning procedures and routines. So credit to Teacher Olive and Teacher Shella for sharing this to me, ha? So our procedures and routines are the backbone of daily online interaction because it facilitates teaching and learning. It just don't make our life easier, but because they save valuable learning time, but it also make our students' life easier because they learn and achieve more. And one of the most important factors in arranging for a smooth first day of school is setting up clear procedures which will become routines. I know you are all familiar with this. Lagi natin yung ginagawa. We have to establish a clear procedures and routines because it is necessary for us to ensure that our class runs smoothly. Okay? We have to definitely posting rules and procedures isn't enough. We have to teach them, remember the process. They have to remember the process by rehearsing and then follow them without fail until the last day of classes. Kaya nga routines, everyday gagawin natin ito. Okay, of course, since it's an online interaction, we have to discuss our video conferencing etiquette. So I'm showing to you or I'm sharing with you, this is our Lasallian way of video conferencing etiquette. So yun nga, yung mga pictures na nandyan ay mga busy naming mga teachers ng preschool department, ng learning area chairs, ayan, ng grade school family, ng grade school academic council, at ng grade school subject area coordinators. So we have to make sure that we have to discuss properly the video conferencing etiquette, that they should be on time, they should set up a space, check their appearance, come prepared, know when to turn on and off your audio and video. So kailangan sa first day pa lang or first week of our online classes, we should we should teach our pupils together with their parents or their family members how to turn on and off their video and audio, how to signal when they want to talk, how to be respectful and responsive, and stay focused. And of course, as Lasallians, we observe values and excellence. Ayan po. So it's also important that there should be repetition and consistency. We already mentioned that teaching preschool is largely repetitive. This helps children identify patterns and exercise memory. We have to rehearse classroom procedures until they become routines and they were able to master it. And if not, they will have to reinforce correct procedure and reteach an incorrect one. Okay, For the procedures and routines, let's start. Let's start at the beginning of the day. Then we also have the transitions and ending the day. So our early morning routine or beginning the day, first, we have to help set the tone for the rest of the day. Okay, like we have our arriving and meeting up, then also our prayer, okay, the singing of the national anthem or the Lupang Hinirang. Of course, the alma mater song if you have an alma mater song, your school hymn, calendar, okay, checking of attendance, circle time. Yan, di mawawala sa preschool ang circle time, rhymes and finger plays. Okay, yan. I will be sharing with you now. This is already the one that is embedded in our learning management system. Okay, so as you notice, they are all conversational. Our transitional statements there are conversational as if we are talking to our pupils. Hello, little kids. How are you today? Let us start our day with a prayer. So, pwede nyo yung gawin sa inyong PowerPoint presentation and then they are all clickable. You can click this and then you can sing together with the students. So, you always started that with a prayer. And then, of course, the lupang hinirang. Ilagay natin ang ating kanang kamay sa kaliwang bahagi ng ating dibdib at sumabay sa pag-awit. So in that case, tuturo nyo na rin how to be respectful and patriotic while singing the national anthem. So patatayuin natin sila even though they are at home, ilagay ang kanang kamay sa kaliwang bahagi ng ating dibdib, and then you sing it. You do it every day. Also, the alma mater song or your school hymn. So they are all clickable. Yan, so that they will be able to feel that still they are in school. And of course, yan, this is actually the facade, or I mean the canteen of our school. So tutur nyo sila sa school sa first week para marirecall nila yung ito pala yung tsura ng aming paaralan. Okay po? And of course, we started with our calendar. Di ba sa preschool, lagi natin sinasabi na today is Thursday, July 16, 2020. It is a sunny day. And then kakanta pa nga tayo ng what is the weather today? Something like that, di ba? We are singing when we are doing our calendar. And then at the same time, we are also doing our checking of attendance. How many boys are here? How many girls are here? How many children are here? Okay? Also, you have to introduce yourself, the teachers, the preschool teachers. Ayan po yung mga preschool teachers ng Dala Salipa. This is Teacher V, Nursery 1 teacher. Teacher Glenn and Teacher Marcel are Nursery 2 teachers. Teacher Shella, Teacher Olive, Teacher Joe are kinder teachers and yours truly po. So, kailangan nakikita nila lagi yung teacher nila at hindi nila dapat makalimutan. Ano bang itsura ng maganda kong teacher? Yan. Yan po yun. Of course, another way of checking the attendance is through the pickerwheel.com. It is an online website. Okay, it's a website actually wherein pwede rin nyo pong gamitin sa inyong online interactions, online discussion because you can change the name here. Okay, you can make it colors, shapes, pwedeng mga numbers. So yun po. I'm just sharing with you one of the tools that we are using. Also, we do not have to exclude our circle time and our morning greetings. Yan. So, for example po, you have the good morning song, clickable din yan. So, in your learning management system or in your presentation in the PowerPoint, lahat gawin na natin clickable siya para hindi ka palipat-lipat ng website. Okay po, so clickable siya, good morning song by the Singing Walrus. And then also, ayan po, hello, how do you do? So I borrowed this from our preschool teachers sa kanilang learning management system po. Hinirap ko muna yan and I share it with you. Ayan po. And also, we have consistently doing this, di ba naman, the songs, dance, and rhymes. Yeah, rhymes, I mean. Okay, they are largely research po sa YouTube. Marami niyan sa YouTube. Okay po, isa po sa mga isi-share ko sa inyo ay ito po. Si Barney, yan, our all-time favorite. So, I hope alam pa rin ng mga kids natin yan, yung I love you, you love me, di ba? My kids really love Barney po talaga, lalo na aking panganay. Gustong-gusto niya si Barney, so very retentive yung mga songs ni Barney, ano? Isa pa sa mga songs na gustong-gusto ko about kay Barney ay yung, oh, I like red. It's the color of an apple, orange. I don't know if you remember that. Also, si Sesame Street. Yan, kanta ni Sesame Street. The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Kids TV, yun po yung mga usual na ginagamit namin. And of course, the very famous Coco Melon. Si Coco Melon. Dave and Ava, and si Blippi. Si Blippi, very famous po sa aming mga estudyante. When I had a substitution for an absent teacher, ang una pong sinabi agad sa akin ng bata ay, "Teacher, can you play for us nursery rhyme of Blippi?" Nung una, hindi ko kilala kung sino si Blippi, pero nung sinearch ko sa YouTube at nag-start na ako mag-play, wow, palakpakan ng mga bata. They really love Blippi po. Ayan. Okay po. And of course, to start your day, you have to start or to set the mood of the kids by showing your weekly work plan or daily work plan. What are you supposed to accomplish on this day or in this week? Also, you have to cite the objectives. Yan po yung para din po sa parent that they will be able to be guided on what they are going to accomplish, on what they are going to learn. Okay, kasali na talaga sila sa matututo for a week or for a day. Ayan po. And also, we will not be having a successful delivery of instructions kapag wala tayong mga transitions. Kasi we know that the attention span of kids, hindi talaga sila po pwedeng yun lang ginagawa nila. So, very fast ang facing nila. So we have to do our in-between periods or activities. So most of the time, we do the chants, the yells, the songs, the rhymes, and the finger plays. Pwede rin po natin gamitin itong mga ping pong, yung sa Baby Shark, di ba? Yan yun. And then si Mother Goose Club, marami siyang nursery rhymes. And of course, Shibibis by BBC Tech. Yan, marami po dyan sa BBC. Okay. And as preschool, nakalagay din to sa MELT natin, we have to teach our kids the life skills, the self-help skills, and the practical life exercises because we are forming them to be a lifelong learner because we want to develop in them to be a productive member of the family and soon to be a productive member of the community and of the countrymen. Ganun daw. So first, ito po yung mga ginawa na rin namin, yung challenge virus go away. So I know you are familiar with this already. Okay, so you have to make sure that your materials are pre-assigned, like the white plate with clean water, pepper, dishwashing liquid, and towel. And at the end of the activity, let the pupils figure out why is it important to wash our hands. Okay, they will be telling us that to keep the virus away. So I am quoting one of the lines of Miss Donna Banatikla. Let's teach kids nowadays how to think instead of what to think. So yun, napaka-importante po talaga noon. And what are the practical life exercises? Okay, so they are practical, so means they are basic, useful, and purposeful. It means the way of living. It enables a child to learn how to do activities in a purposeful way. Teacher Glenn, thank you nga pala because you shared it to me. Si Teacher Glenn po yung aming nursery 2 teacher. So what are the characteristics of practical life exercises? They are real and functional. They are related to the child's time and culture. They are complete, attractive, and pleasing to the eye. Yan. What are the categories? So we have the preliminary exercises, the personal care, okay, the environmental care, the grace and courtesy, and the movement exercises. So I know we are all familiar with this because we've been doing this sa ating mga preschoolers, sa ating mga daycare centers. Okay, for the preliminary exercises, we have the opening bottles, opening a door, folding clothes, carrying a chair, pouring liquids and grains, cutting, pasting papers, carrying a tray of snacks. Okay, this one po, maybe you'll be asking me, how will it be possible sa online learning? So we can do this in our live demonstration. Or pwede rin naman pong you take a video of yourself doing this, or pwede rin namang you search sa YouTube kung how are you going to do that and embed it in your learning material. Same with your personal care. So dito naman sa dressing, sa button, you use the materials available at home. Their shirt, okay, yan po. Their shoes in polishing shoes, the zipper sa pants nila. And of course, we have to teach them the value of washing hands and preparing snacks. Yan po. Next is environmental care. Okay, pwede din natin turuan sila to wash clothes. Sa amin nga po yung washing of handkerchief lang kasi they are young learners. Dusting a table, yan, sakto-sakto sa bahay. Setting a table, cleaning a table, sweeping, polishing wood, mopping, polishing glass. So pwede pong for us to be able to make sure that kids are really doing this, we can ask their family members to take a photo of it while they are doing that, or to take just a clip, a video clip of how they are doing that, like also in arranging flowers. In grace and courtesy, the introduction, how to do the proper yawning, greeting a person, and when you are coughing, kasi ngayon talaga mortal sin ang umubo, di ba? So when you are doing the coughing, yan, we also teach that to our kids, saying thank you, and interrupting when somebody's talking, saying excuse me, offering help, and introduction of oneself. Though it's all sometimes integrated naman din sa ating lesson. Also, ayan, okay, movement exercises. Di ba nabanggit ko kanina sa movement exercises natin, we have to maximize our backyard in walking in lines. Paano yun? So you have to, for example, meron kayong isang malaking mahabang PC or yung lines ng tiles nyo sa bahay. They can walk there and to practice walking in straight lines. In curved lines naman, pwede po kayong mag-drawing using chalks, kung malaki ang backyard nyo, or yung mga ropes, then, or mga laces, gawin yung curved lines, and then the kids will be walking on that. And then sa zigzag, what we are doing po ay chairs. We form that in zigzag, and then the kids will walk in zigzag. Running, dancing, relay games, these are all possible at home. So while we try to teach our children about life, we are not aware that our children teach us what life is all about. Kala natin tayo lang ang nagtuturo pero other than that, tayo pala ang mas natututo. For now, I will be discussing some creative online activities for the preschoolers. So these are some of the practices of the Lasallian de la Salipa. First is when we start introducing our lesson, di ba, we are introducing it in a thematic way kasi we are following the melts of the DepEd. So you always started it with a group singing and dancing as your motivation. So you can have it presented in a PowerPoint, or you can have it in a live demonstration. You can also use Prezi, but you have to take into consideration the font kasi we are catering preschoolers, early childhood, so dapat medyo readable yung font niya. In our school, we are using Avian and Century Gothic as font. And then for the font size, we have to make sure that it's bigger enough for the kids to see it. And the color combinations of the text and the pictures. We have also taken into consideration the number of slides. Baka naman sobrang dami ng slides ng PowerPoint nyo. So recommended slides are 7 to 10 slides only. And then the videos and the clips, the songs that you are going to curate from YouTube, dapat maximum of 5 minutes lang. Para aside from the bandwidth requirement, also para din sa mga bata to be able to have retention of what they are watching and singing. Also, this is also our way of presenting our lesson. We have to make colorful and creative way of presenting it. So in our learning management system, these are all clickable. When you click the first module, the first step, second step, third step, they will lead you to a specific page wherein the entire discussion is already there. So parang medyo may essence of online activity, parang merong ganon. And also, when you started introducing your lesson, we always do it in a storytelling way. Actually, this is a teacher-made story of Teacher Marcel. Hello, Teacher Marcel. So it's a PowerPoint presentation entitled The Family Went to Market, integrated already with our lessons for the week, the colors, the vegetables and fruits, because it's an integration of nutritious foods, and then sets, also a beginning letter, the vowel letter. Then after that, there is also a clickable discussion of PowerPoint here because we have to maximize the PowerPoint slides. So we have another set of PowerPoint slides for the discussion, wherein there are some questions for enrichment activities, checking up of how the pupils will be able to were able to understand the storytelling activity that was made by the teacher. So papasok na dyan yung lesson. Okay, also, yan. For the instructions, there are some videos that are already embedded in the learning management system. So ang aming pong mga PowerPoint presentations pala ay may voice-over ng teacher kasi we also intended it for our offline learning para if the parents, those working parents that they want to have a follow-up on their children, pwedeng balikan nila yung learning management system namin, and then they can click the PowerPoint presentation of the teacher na may voice over. So parang nag-aral ulit sila. So yun po. So these are clickable voice over of the teacher about the assessments that they have to be accomplished in a week. So we already give them in advance so that they know what are the tasks that they have to accomplish. And then, of course, after accomplishing, they will be receiving a reward or a ribbon. Okay? So, of course, a series of formative assessments will also be given to them. They are all clickable for activity 1, activity 2, activity 3. So for example, for their activity 2 and activity 3, they have to download their activities and then ask their guardians or family member to take photos of the accomplished task and have submitted them on the assignment section. So pag kinilik nyo po yung assignment section dito, it will direct you to the assignment section and doon nyo na lang i-upload yung mga assignment ng mga bata. Yan. Easy task din sa teachers to check who were not able to upload, who were not able to submit. And also, we can maximize the use of our online resources like the Kahoot, the Picker Wheel, Mentimeter, yung kanina Wordle, I wasn't able to include here, and also the Google Form. Pwede din po tayong gumawa ng ating mga assessments in Google Form, and also our online interactive websites for our games like Alimentarium Academy, abcy.com, and then pbskids.org. Yan po. There are just some of the recommended online interactive websites. Also, when we had our HBOL or our home-based online learning this school year, so ito po yung ginamit namin. Okay. So this was last May lang po. So the pupils will be able, or the parents will be able to help the pupils in clicking this, and then i-lead na sila dun sa activity for the day. So parang ganun po. And also, because in a preschool, we believe that authentic assessment is really a very important one to measure how they really understand the lesson. Okay, so this is some of the one of the examples, I mean, that we've done last time. So you will be asked to perform an activity entitled Show and Tell Experience with the help of your parents and guardians. Then submit a video, more than 2 minutes of the activities that you meaningfully do together with your family members. So we always include our family members kasi nga po tayo ay online learning. And then we ended up with a 1 or 2 line prayer kasi it's integrated. This will be checked through a rubric. And of course, they will be downloading a badge or a star because they will be able to finish it. Now, we are about to end. Ending a routine, we have to end a day now. So in ending a routine, we have to ensure that you have enough time to give students both positive and corrective feedbacks and to set a positive tone for ending the class. So, like in morning routines, so ang ating ending routine naman, it will help us and the children to be ready for the next day. So you have to wrap up the day's activity. If you're going to give rewards or any, do it now. You have to pack up time, give some reminders, do the prayer because you started with a prayer. You have to add a prayer and the goodbye song. You are saying, goodbye teacher, like something like that. Okay, yung mga goodbye song natin. Okay, so that's how basically a typical online interaction is being done in a preschool way. So I'm about to finish my webinar today. So I hope you were able to learn something new and you were able to integrate it in your online learning experience. Okay, so remember that if a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach them the way they learn, according to Ignacia Estrada. And Tell Me and I Forget, Teach Me and I Remember, Involve Me and I Learn by Benjamin Franklin. We have to make sure that we really engage our preschoolers to their learning activities because they may forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So tayo bilang preschool teachers, that is really our big task na we always have to make sure that we show to them that we really care. So virtual hug na lang muna tayo ngayon, and then yung mga flying kiss natin sa mga kids, yan, ganyan. Okay? Because children learn from what they see and hear. Because if they see love, they learn to be loving. If they hear boundaries, they learn to live within the boundaries. If they hear encouragement, they learn to try. If they hear criticism, they learn to criticize. If they hear bad words, they learn to say bad words. If they hear intimidation, they learn to fear. If they see respect, they learn for respect. If they see responsibility, they learn to be responsible. If they hear and see kindness, they learn to be kind. But nonetheless, there is no perfect way to be a good teacher because each situation is unique. Each teacher has different challenges, different skills and abilities, and certainly different students. What matters is that a teacher loves her students and does their best every single day. So, as a preschool teachers, yan po ang mga pictures. Let's recite this all together. Let me remember to be patient, to do my best, to love each child, to honor the differences in each child, to smile and have fun, to be mindful of the words I say, to know that I am a difference and maker in the lives of children. Ayan po. So we ended with a prayer. We will close it also with a prayer. Let us remember that we are in the most holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So for all that has been, thank you, Lord. And for all that will be, yes, Lord. So thank you very much. Yan po. So, where I, Miss Michelle, maximize ko ba ang aking oras?
Yes po, ma'am. So, thank you
Medyo
very much
madami
po,
ata yung
ma'am.
slides.
Kayang-kaya naman. Sakto lang po, ma'am. Okay po, ma'am. So, we'll proceed po, ma'am, to our question and answer
Okay.
portion.
I hope
So,
I will be able to answer them. Based on experience lang po itong sagot ko sa inyo.
okay po. So, first question po, ma'am. From Miss Jenny Perez, how can we set rules po for our child's screen time or use of gadget given that learning now will take place online, especially if they also use this in games and watching videos po?
Okay, that's why po I have mentioned a while ago na we really have to collaborate with parents. So we have to make sure also that what we consistently implement sa bata, ini-implement din ng mga family members natin. So screen time only doesn't mean yung online interaction lang natin, ano, 'di ba? Pwede din siyang isali po yung panonood nila ng TV. So we have to make sure also that parents are also consistent in implementing that at home at tayo din po para at least yung bata they will be able to realize at the end na talaga palang importante na ito lang yung screen time ko. Kasi it's also for the benefit of them, for their health. Ayun. Sagot ko ba?
Yan po, ma'am. Opo naman po. Thank you po, ma'am. Next question po from Miss Camille Quachon.
Ay,
Hi,
hello, Miss
ma'am.
Camille.
What do you think are the possible negative effects of online learning to our preschoolers?
Ayan, totoo yan. So, as early as now, we can already see the negative effects of it. So kung hindi po tayo makakapag-strongly collaborate with the parents, magkakaroon talaga tayo ng negative effects of online learning. Kasi unang-una sa health condition ng mga bata, because the more they are into screen time, kasi syempre, pwede nilang idahilan na they are doing some movies na related sa kanilang pinag-aaralan, pero you have to monitor din po kasi eh. Kaya dapat sa atin din manggaling, lalo na tayo as parents, na we have to directly monitor our kids kasi nga po of the negative effects sa health natin. Pangalawa, sa time, 'di ba? Kasi kita naman natin ngayon kasi hindi tayo makalabas masyado. So, more of us are into different devices. Makita mo na lang sa bahay, tahimik lahat. Yung pala, yung isa nanonood ng K-drama. Yung isa nag-YouTube. Yung isa nag-Facebook. So, ganon. So, sa bahay siguro, gawin din natin na meron din tayong screen time. Kami po sa bahay, may schedule kami na during this time, ito lang tayo pwedeng mag-internet. 5 o'clock onwards, 5 p.m. onwards, hindi muna kami pwedeng mag-open ng mga different websites not unless related to work. Tapos, after eating dinner, saka ulit pwede. Tapos, until 11 p.m. lang po. So, you have to set rules din sa bahay. Okay po. Another one is, siguro din yung nakatama din na yung batang magbasa ng mga aklat, no? So, yun po siguro ang isa sa mga negative effect ng ating online learning. So, ang aking masasabi lang dyan is, even though we are into online learning, we as teachers and parents, magbigay din tayo ng mga different reading activities sa kanila. kung ano man yung mga available reading materials at home, yung mga storybooks, lalo na yung may mga textbooks pong ginagamit. Kasi kami in our school, we are not using textbooks anymore para ma-practice pa rin nila yung love for reading at love sa textbooks na hindi lagi pong naka-open ang mga devices nila in reading. So, yun lang po.
And thank you, ma'am. I think this one has a connection po dun sa last answer niyo
Okay
po.
po.
Pagsamahin ko na lang po yung question ni Sir James at ni Miss Cherry Lynn Wong. Ang
Hello
question
po.
po nila is, good afternoon po, ma'am. How to
Good
assist the
afternoon.
reading skills of kinder pupils and grade 1 in using modular modality? Kay Ma'am Cherry naman po, can you recommend po some online activities po for teaching reading?
For teaching,
Reading po.
reading. Okay po. Kasi kami yung ginagamit namin talaga yung ABCYA, mga games doon. Marami po dong reading materials. Opo, mga learning instructional. Ang ating World Wide Web ay napakadaming pwedeng nating i-research. Ano po, basta ang dulo daw po pag nagre-research yung that educational. So yun po, kami po kasi we maximize our learning management system. Tapos yung sa schools din po na mga ginagamit namin flashcards for us to enhance the reading skills of the children. So dapat po siguro sa bahay, together with their family members, meron pa rin silang mga flashcards sa mga CVC words, flashcards ng mga letters for nursery 1 and nursery 2 para from time to time din po kasi 'di ba it is associated with the sounds. Lagi din po nating ipo-practice sa house 'yon. And then when they are already kinder and grade 1, we continuously provide them with reading materials. So sa DepEd ang dami talaga doon kasi ako sa mga nag-subscribe dun sa DepEd Click. Ang dami dong reading materials na po pwedeng i-download. So I have shared them already with the preschool teachers and then they can maximize the use of it. Pwede nilang actually sa mga Facebook nga po nowadays, ang daming nagbebenta ng mga modules na ganyan. So yun, I think that is one way of helping our kids to be engaged more in learning and at the same time teaching them to learn at home. So sa mga parents din, we have to make sure that we are together with the teacher in teaching the children how to learn and how to do and how to value the love of reading.
Thank you po, ma'am. Next po, ma'am, is from Miss Atasha Flavio. How
Okay?
is discipline managed during online learning po?
Ayan, medyo mahirap talaga yan, ano? Kasi you cannot, hindi mo masasawa yung batang hindi nakikinig. So yun, when you are doing online learning, nasabi ko na to dati sa akin sa mga teachers na you have to make your movements bigger. Kasi di ba sa classroom, bigger na yung pagbubo ng kamay, paggalaw mo, the more in online learning kasi maliit lang yung screen. So you have to maximize the use of your body parts. Like for example, meron kang mga signals when you cannot hear, gaganon ka, lalapit ka sa screen. When you cannot see them, you will be using these gestures so that you can say, for example, I cannot see Michelle. So yan, that's also one way of calling the attention of the child. And then yung mga waving of hands, yung mga ganon, yung mga approved gestures natin, we can also have it. At saka syempre, again, kasi nga ito ay partnership with parents, si mami din, we have to also ask the parents to help us in being consistent sa pagsaway sa bata or pag-focus nila sa ating online learning. As I have mentioned a while ago, di ba, dapat talaga may learning space sila at may learning time para hindi din natin hahayaan na yung bata pag nag-aaral na sa kwarto kasi halimbawa, may kama dyan eh. So hihiga yan, hindi makikinig sa teacher. So dapat meron silang specific table na talagang doon sila mag-set up ng kanilang device at para ma-feel din ng bata kasi dapat di din natin kinakalong ng mga anak natin pag may mga online learning. Though I know at the beginning of the class merong mga ganyan, pero we have to discourage the parents na gradually turuan natin ng mga bata na medyo andyan lang si mami sa tabi, pero si bata talaga yung nakaupo na nakaharap sa screen at si mami nagka-guide lang talaga. So in that way, si teacher at si mami, they are helping one another in disciplining the child.
Thank you po, ma'am. Next
Okay po.
question po from Miss Joyce
Miss
Villa.
Joyce. Hello, Miss
Paano po
Joyce.
kapag working both parents and impossible to follow the suggested daily schedule? Any suggestions po?
Ayan, Actually, very ano po yan, saktong-sakto sa practices namin sa De La Salipa kasi we really put into big considerations the working parents po. That's why all our learning materials are uploaded already in a quarter para po parang it is a self-paced learning. Like for example, in a week na lesson naka-upload na siya dun sa learning management system namin. Kasi para sa mga parents na they can have, for example, they can already do the formative assessments and other enrichment activities during weekend, pwede na lang balikan. Ano ba yung nangyari during the week? Tapos, ida-download lang nila yung mga activities doon. Tapos, pwede silang mag-aral. For example, kaya na kasing tapusin ng isang half day na Saturday ang isang linggong lesson. Lalo na sa preschool, very simple lang naman yung mga lessons natin. So, yun, ang may papayo ko lang is you have to prepare materials that is good for a week or a quarter kung kaya or a semester mas maganda. Tapos you already upload it into your learning management system or share it with the parents, lalo na sa mga working parents. And then make sure also that your line is open for questions. Meron kayong online consultation na kami kasi we also ask the help of teachers na to entertain online consultations from parents beyond office hours. Meron kasing, as what we have experienced last time, may mga parents na tumatawag as late as 8 p.m. kasi clarifying for some instructions. So it's good that the teachers are very open-minded and very ready rin to help. So sana ganun lahat ang attitude ng teachers natin na hindi porket it's not already may official time, hindi ko nasasagutin yung queries ng parents. Remember, we are all in this together. We have to work hand in hand kasi talagang it's really a big challenge for all of us to make our online learning successful. So tayo as teachers talagang totoo, kailangan nating i-devote ang time natin para maging successful at maging meaningful and happy ang online learning ng ating preschoolers.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you po. For our last question for today po, from Miss Maria Carla Arbois. Good afternoon po. How can you help us that I am a parent and at the same time a high school teacher? The problem is my 4 years old son who's focused on using cell phone for games. How to encourage him to practice how to write.
How to write. Oo nga
Opo.
naman po. Medyo mahirap nga yun eh. Kasi syempre, we know that the first things first is learned in school, di ba? Kung ano yung mga una natututunan like how to handle. Siguro yung may recommend ko lang sa parent is since we cannot have our face-to-face interaction or face-to-face tutorial, parang ganun, she will be serving as the learning tutor of the kid. So, pwede po siyang mag-research sa mga YouTube on how to handle pencil or may mga nabibili rin naman sa mga bookstores ng mga yung large grip pencil ko how to para kung paano hawakan ng bata. Kasi kami, before the start of the classes, we really ask our kids to make or to create a play-doh para sa kanilang psychomotor. So yon mga fidgetive activities, yung mga ganon, para maging define yung kanilang psychomotor. And then pag okay na yung way of handling the pencil ng bata, siguro you can also, meron na po kasi nada-download ng mga dotted lines na it's trace muna. Yan. Kaso lang dapat medyo creative tayo on how are we going to let our kids do it. So siguro medyo gradually kasi hindi talaga pwede yung bigla. Gradually bawas-bawas natin yung time ng batang mag-cellphone kasi nasa atin din naman eh kung bakit nasanay yung bata na laging naka-cellphone, di ba? Syempre we know nakapag-busy tayo lang na sa work from home like us. O dyan ka muna, mag-cellphone ka muna kasi busy si mommy. So gradually, babawas-bawasan natin yung cellphone. Tapos siguro maganda rin while the kids are already into writing or tracing, after each activity, meron tayong something na reward na ibibigay sa bata para mag-look forward siya sa sunod na activity. So there are a lot of downloadable na mga print at saka printable na materials sa website sa mga website. So DepEd madami din po. So yun, kung may printer kayo sa bahay, i-print lang, yun po pwede yun. Tapos pwede nyo, para ma-feel din ng bata yung ownership of learning niya, pwede mong picturean, i-post mo sa Facebook na ito yung na-accomplish ng anak ko, then pakita mo sa bata. O, diba? Parang the next day, he or she will be looking forward to another activity. So parang ganun. Yun.
Thank you, ma'am. That's all our
Oh,
questions we have for
thank you
now.
so
Any
much.
last reminders po to our viewers for today?
Um, my parting words lang are teaching preschoolers are really a challenging task. Nowadays that we cannot hug our kids, we cannot touch them, we cannot show our tender loving care to them. So we have really to double our time in providing online learning experiences, in maximizing online learning experiences to them so that itong first time natin 'di ba na mag-online learning, actually fully online tayo sa opening of classes, ay they will find it meaningful and happy. Tapos they will find it also, they will be looking forward for it. So sana ganon, sana din lahat ng teachers, lahat ng preschool teachers, I know ang effort natin ay hindi mababayaran kasi iba talaga ang ine-exert nating effort sa ating mga little ones. Ano po? So yun lang. And of course, I would like to thank again our Kabival for this opportunity. Opo, learn as one PH. Our Lasallian family again, headed by Ma'am Heidi, through Miss Donna Banatikla. Thank you, Miss Donna, for this opportunity. Our integrated school family, our learning area chairs dyan, kaway-kaway po, our grade school teachers, Opo, our assistant principals, nakalimutan ko ata sila. And of course, our preschool department teachers po, thank you so much kasi sila talaga yung nag-share sa akin nito. And I really ask their permission na kung pwede ko siyang i-share kasi actually ito na po yung ginagawa namin today. So medyo may intellectual property kami dito but I really ask their permission kasi kanila din yung po yung ibang mga ideas dito. And thank you so much and I hope you will be able to create and provide meaningful learning experiences for our preschoolers and make our parents as partners as we nurture learning and also as teachers then we have to make sure of our mental health. So i-enjoy lang po natin, enjoy lang natin kung ano ang ating ipo-provide sa mga bata. And of course, don't forget to smile para forever tayong beauty. Yun po.
Okay, po, there we have it. In behalf of Bibal Group Incorporated, I would like to thank you, our speaker, Ma'am Eden,
Thank
for
you
this
din.
very insightful learning session. It is an honor to have you with us today. And to all our Kabibal viewers, all thanks to you for your continuous patronage to our daily learning session. At muli, maraming salamat at magandang araw sa ating lahat. See you po tomorrow to another webinar series. Goodbye po. Thank
Bye
you.
po. Thank you. Be safe po.